So this video is not going to be about Denmark today. This is going to be a video kind of more about like answering a question that I've had asked of a few people online and also in person recently. I'm not a beauty expert in any way, so honestly don't expect anything like this again, but even my mum has asked me basically how I get my hair, so I thought I'd answer that question in a video. And for me, honestly, it's a really simple process, but it just takes a little bit of, well, practice. I'm going to start with the fact that I'm doing this on the cheap. I don't use any special products or anything to achieve this hair look. If you're interested in what shampoo and conditioner I wash my hair with right now, it's just this Fibrology by L'Oreal. Nothing fancy, I just bought it for the pure purpose of it's meant to thicken your hair. And living in Denmark, well, at least in Copenhagen, the water is extremely hard there. I get a lot of lime scale in my pans and even around my kettle. And you notice it in your hair. My hair feels very, very flat. And when I come back to the UK, where I am now at the moment, I can notice the difference. So I wanted to try this thickening shampoo and conditioner to see if it would help make it a little less flat. So apart from that, I use absolutely no other products on my hair. And I know a lot of people, a lot of proper beauty experts will go, you should be using heat defense spray, your hair looks a mess, blah blah. And yes, I admit my hair is not in great condition. I actually do need a haircut. I don't get my hair cut in Denmark because of how expensive it is. I travel back to the UK enough to get a haircut, so while I'm back I promise I will get my hair cut, but they are just way too expensive in Denmark because I'm a poor student and I want to spend my money on other things. So yeah, I only use shampoo and conditioner on it. You know, I don't dye my hair anymore from previous video. Okay, yeah, so usually I don't dry my... Ooh, plane. I can see Heathrow from here, so I can see all the planes taking off. I don't necessarily dry my hair. I don't wash my hair every day, definitely not, because it doesn't get that dirty, and equally it would leave it in an even worse condition than it already is. So I will often wash it every other day, and I don't necessarily dry my hair like I do in this video either every day. I will often sleep with it overnight wet. I will wash my hair in the evening and leave it to dry overnight, so then the only heat that I'm putting on it will be my hair straighteners to try and, you know, keep the damage low. Yeah, and when I do wash it and dry it with a hairdryer, I try and get it as bone dry as possible, and because having damp hair and then applying straighteners to try and curl, the curls just don't come out properly, at least not in my experience. So what I do is I section it and go through it drying, especially at the roots, because that's where it's the thickest. I do have quite thick hair, and maybe for you your hair is not as thick as mine, so you won't have that problem as such, but do try and keep it as dry. I will always recommend sectioning it to dry it. I often get bored towards the end because my hair is long and fairly thick, so often the tops will end up being a little bit damp. So what I do is I'll turn my straighteners on to heat them, and then leave them to get hot. They have a barrel that they sit in, so that keeps it hot and doesn't burn the surface, because you want the outside of the straighteners to get hot as well. And then I'll do other things for a few minutes to let my hair just kind of dry a bit naturally on its own. So I'll put my makeup on, I'll get changed or whatever, and then honestly just curl my hair as I show you. I will section the hair as I did before with the drying, and it's literally just take a section and put it in the hair straighteners, twist it once away. I do it away on both sides. This is what my mum has asked me before, oh, you do it differently on each side. But yes, I do. I don't know why. I've just done it because it's comfortable. Twist the hair away from the face. So you turn it once and then just pull it all, like, slowly. I don't know, a few 20 seconds. I don't even time it. I have no idea. The faster you do it, the looser the curl will be. The slower you do it, the more tight it will be, obviously. And the thicker the pieces, again, the looser the curl. So some of them, like if I take a thinner bit, I will do it faster, so it's trying to keep it even, so it's not like a really tight curl. I don't curl all the way to the ends, one, for damage purposes, so because I prefer it a looser curl like this, so instead of having it like a really tight ringlet at the bottom, some of them are a little bit, it keeps it kind of, I don't know, more relaxed, I guess. That's that. I just go through my hair. I also sometimes will redo just the top bits of some of the curls. If the bottom's curl but the top is a little bit flat, I will run just through the top bit for a few seconds to give that a little bit more height. But today I've kind of gone for more relaxed. It depends on if I want bigger hair, I guess. I don't have any layers, so I think that's one of the big things. Like for me, I've grown out my layers for the purpose of this hair. So like I used to have a lot of layers in my hair, and actually it's quite a lot of work. And this hairstyle I think is okay without having layers. I equally grew out my fringe, which is why I clip a pin here to give me kind of like a fringe effect, because I do always like a fringe. And I tend to spend more time, I do often do a tighter curl, maybe a turn and then a little turn more on this side, because of the way my parting is. This is the heavier hair side, so I want to make this a bit more voluminous, so it tries to keep it even. It's not even, it's not perfect, but you know, it's does the job, I guess. And I often do put a bit of hairspray in if I back comb it sometimes if I'm going out, and I would like bigger, more volume here to push it for, you know, bring out some of the thickness. But the main tip really is to practice. I mean, I've been practicing this hairstyle. I used to have short hair here. I absolutely hated it. I hated my hairdresser for doing it, so I've grown my hair. I just would practice curling my hair. And there was awful looks at times, and I'll see if I've got any pictures to include of some bad experiences of that. But you know, my short hair, I had my short hair when I was 6 years ago, so I've been practicing this for 6 years, and I'm not saying it will take you 6 years. All I'm saying is I'm not an expert in beauty at all. And I even had a girl come up to me in lectures and say, I tried to curl my hair like you, didn't work, how do you do it? And it's so difficult to explain, so I thought I'd do this video and see if this helps. Yeah, like I said, I'm not an expert, just thought I'd do the video because I've been asked by a number of people. I'll be back to more Danish related things in the next video, but I hope this has been helpful to some people. Yeah, see you next time. Bye for now.